Hi, my name is Johnson. I am from Computer Science and Department. My registration number is URK18CS213. Today we will discuss about the simulation of LAN topology of HTTP, DNS, and DHCP. How it will develop a local area network, and we will check about how it will work HTTP, DNS, DHCP in that topology. Now let's discuss some basic concepts that we are using in this simulation. For example, the HTTP expand is hypertext transfer protocol. It is used to communicate the laptop as well as, for example, the laptop and the server to communicate and transfer the information what the user is asking. The HTTP is useful to communicate between the web browsers as well as web servers. The DNS expand is domain name server. It is the domain name server. It has only the domain name to access the server. For example, the user has entered the www.youtube.com. The domain name is www.youtube.com, but it has some IP address to communicate with that server. The domain name has only the domain name, but the internet has the numeric IP address to communicate. But the domain name is helpful to access only the information to the server as domain name. The domain name is alphabetic, and the domain name is helpful to search in the Google as well as in the several websites. The domain name is very easy to search, and whatever the user is, whatever he want, he can search. Now we will discuss about now DHCP, domain host configuration protocol, is used to communicate the process of configuration of an IP address. The DHCP server is used to automate the IP address of the servers of the laptop or computer. For example, if the DHCP has some connections like laptop or PC, if the DHCP has some IP address and as well as this services according to them, but if the some they are connected to the DHCP, they has automatically have their IP address with the DHCP. Now we will discuss how the topology will work in packet tracer. Now to develop this, I am taking the PC, laptop, server, as well as we are using this PT switch. We are using only here copper copper straight line cable is used to is used to communicate with, for example, hub to the other device or switch to PC. Then the crossover cable is used for only the two devices which have the same servers. For example, the crossover cable can be connected only the two pieces like computer and laptop. This has only two connected with crossover, but the copper straighten is helpful to connect two devices that operate different layers of OSI, such as hub to router or switch to PC. Now we will see how to develop a simulation of LAN. Now here I am taking the router. I am taking here PT router, as well as I am taking here PC laptop, switch, PT switch. I am taking PT switch. Taking PC, laptop, and as well as server, as well as router. Taking switch. Now to communicate all these devices, we are using copper lightning cable. We are using fast Ethernet to connect the switch, as well as to laptop to the switch. I am using fast Ethernet, as well as from server to switch. I am using the copper lightning cable with the fast Ethernet. Now we are connected with this switch. We are connected the laptop, PC, and server to the switch. Now we will come to the another PC, laptop, and switch by connecting them using fast Ethernet to connect to switch. Connecting switch to the router. So as we are connecting this server to the switch, as well as PC to the switch. Now here connecting switch to the router. Connecting receptor. Now see, there is no fast Ethernet to connect the another switch. To come across this, to have fast Ethernet, open the router, and first we have to start of the server, and the third one, that is CFV, we want to drag and keep to have the fast Ethernets, and after that we have to switch on. Then we see that we have a fast Ethernet option to connect with switch. Now these all are connected with router with fast Ethernet. Now we will assign some IP address. First I am IP address to the laptop into dot 168 dot. The internet has the numeric IP address to connect with them. After we will see how the domain name will access and help the user to communicate and have the information of his information. Dot two I'm using here. The subnet must automatically it will come the default gateway. I'm entering default gateway. The default gateway is used to pass information when the device does not know the where the destination is used to communicate the a laptop to the switch or server to the PC. That for example the default gateway does not know where to go that packet to the destination. I am using the default gateway where it can assign from the source to the destination easily. 68.10.1. For PC also I am assigning some IP address to communicate with that. 10.3. Subnet mask it automatically come. The default gateway should contain all the same to communicate with that. Now I am accessing server as well as IP address 68.20.4 IMU 10.4. The default now subnet mask dot will come. The default gateway is 192.168.10.1. Now the IP address is assigned to the PC, the first PC, and the laptop and the server. To communicate with the laptop as well as server and as well as from PC to the server, we have to give the IP address to the laptop as well as PC. Now when we open IP configuration, there is option like DNS server, domain name server. To access and to communicate with that, we have to produce the same IP address which that domain name server has. We have to enter here to communicate with them. It has 192.168. It has the IP address 10.1.4. Now I have assigned to the laptop, and for PC we will for PC we will assign the DNS server. The IP address is set for this. Now let's check the packet is communicating with the server or not. When I have assigned the packet here, when we see that it is successful, and we will check the simulation how the packet is going and communicating with that server, and the server how it is giving the information to the laptop. When you see the packet is going to server, and the server has sent the user information and giving to switch, and switch will give the information according to the user. Now it is successful, and to communicate with that, now we will assign this second IP address for this PC. .68.20.2 I am assigning. Here the subnet mask automatically. I am assigning the default gateway as 192.68.20.1. We have assigned the IP address for the second PC. Now we will assign the IP address to the second laptop. 192.68.20.3. Gateway 92.168.20.1. The default gateway should have the same to the two PCs as well as server. Now we have given the IP address to the laptop. Now we will give the IP address to the second PC, second server. .168.20.4. subnet mask. The automatic will come default mask 192.168.20.1. Now we will go to the third laptop. We will assign the IP address to that. Here we are using the Karunya server. Now we are using this server as DCP server. Now I have given the detail about the DHCP server. It is automatically it will give the IP address to the PC as well as laptop. Now let's see how it will automatically give the IP address to that. Now I am assigning here the IP address for the server. Default gateway I am giving us 68.30.1. Now to give the IP DHCP, I'm going to the services and DHCP. Here I'm going to on this and I'm giving the default gateway, that is 30.1 192.68.30.1, and I'm assigning here 30.2. Here the maximum number of users I am giving as 5, and now we can save it, and after we will check the as automatically has came the IP address or not, we will check. DHCP 2.3 saving. Let's check. See, the DHCP server has given the automatically the IP address subnet mask again the default gateway to the PC. Now we will see the laptop has the direct DHCP IP address or not, and you see it is awesome automatically gave the IP address to that. Now here the connections are red. Now to have this communication to all that, we will go to CLI and we have to click here no, and here we have to enable. Second one is configure terminal. Now to communicate this all servers and as well as laptop and PC, we have to enter the default gateway to communicate with others web services and communicate with them. We have to enter the default gateway. We have given the default gateway as 10.1 to the first one, and we have to select the which is nearer to the router. Here the first when we take the first local area network, the first one is near to the FA 0 by 0. We have to enter that int FA 0 by 0. Now we have to enter here IP address that IP address of that default gateway address, ADDR IP address 192.168.10.1. Now this is the default gateway. Now we will enter the default subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Now shut down. Now we have completed the first local area network. Now we will come to the second local area network to communicate with the first local area network as well as to the third area network, and we have to enter the as well as default subnet mask which we have assigned to the test 20.1. Now first we have to select which is nearer to that router. Now it is FA 1 by 0 int FA 1 by 0. Now we have to enter the IP of the default subnet mask as well as the default gateway 192.168.20.1. We have to enter this subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Enter. No. Shut down. Now we enter the third local area network int. Now when we see here FA 6 by 0 is nearer to that router. FA6 by 0 and FA6 by 0. Now we will check the IP, enter the IP address of that subnet mask as well as the default gateway address 192.168. We have sent the third local area network default subnet mask, as well as we have entered the default gateway as 30.1. Now we enter the 30.1 and we entered 255.255.255.0. No shit. Now after completing, now we have connected all these to the one local area network to communicate with the first local area network and second local area network and third local area network. To communicate with that, after completing all the devices, we have to end that, and to check that all are connected or not, we have to enter sh IP root. Now when we see here that three local area networks are directly connected to that fast Ethernet, which I have given 0 by 0, 1 by 0, 6 by 0. Now it is successful to communicate with the three local area network. Now we have to access domain name server. It is used to access the user which he has entered. Now to access this local area network, to access with the second local area network, this is Carnia server. Now this Carnia server, if the user has entered the first local area network in the, for example, in the first PC, the user has entered some website like www.youtube.com or www.carnia.edu, that server should be communicate with the second local area network, but we have not assigned to communicate with the second local area network. To communicate with the second local area network, we have to open the first server and click IP services, and we have to go to domain name server, and we have to first on it, and we have to assign the domain name like www.karunya.edu. I am assigning the domain name as www.karunya.edu. The Karunya.edu server has the second local area network server, so we have to enter that local area network IP address here 192.168.20.4 is the second local area network server, and after we have to add it to communicate with that. Now we will check when the user has entered in the laptop, enter that www.karunya.edu, it is responding or not. Here when we go to desktop, here when we select that is web browser, we can enter the directly website domain name or the internet of IP address. Now I am entering first domain name address, domain name. I have entered karunya.edu. Here there is a response from the second local area network. It is successfully giving the information to the first local area network which the user has entered. Now we will check with the IP address from first PC by entering the IP address to that 92.168.20.4 is the second local area network server. Now when I have entered, it is showing the communication from the second local area network, that with HTTP is the hypertext transfer protocol. It is used to communicate with the web browser as well as web server. Now I have the web server in my laptop, and I am entering the IP address as 192.168.20.4 to access the www.karunya.edu information. I am entering here IP address. Now it has changed to HTTP because it is communicating with the next web server to access the information from that. Now we will see the packet simulation to the first laptop and to the second server. Now here when we see here the simulation is successful. Now we will check how the packet is going. Now first the packet is reached to the switch, and after it has reached to the router, and it has went to the second switch of the local area network, and after it is accessing the information from the Karunya server. The the user has entered the some information from the laptop, and the information has went from the first switch to the router, and from router to the second switch, and second switch to the Karunya server to communicate and access the information from that Karunya server. Then the server is giving the user's information to the laptop. See, it is successful now. It is giving the user's information according to his manner. Now we will see second packet, second server to the third PC. If the packet is the information, to the laptop. When we see here, we are accessing the packet from the Cardinal server to the laptop. When the packet is going to the different when we see that the packet has went to the different copper straight through cables, like to the third server, to the PC as well as to the laptop, but the server has entered from the laptop to the Cardinal server. When the packet is reached to the laptop and laptop to switch as well as from router, it is successful sending the information from that. But we have not but the user has not entered from this PC, so the packet is saying that the wrong information is entered. Now we will check. Now we will check the packet from laptop to the DHCP server. Is it successful or not? Is it sending the packet successfully or not? We will see that. See here when we see, but when we have entered from the laptop to the third DHCP server, the packet has went to the third laptop as well as third PC. But here the information is gathering from the only the DHCP server, and the packet is reaching to the router. It is successful. Now here we have discussed the different types of simulation, how the local area network is helpful from the DHC server as well as the DNS server, as well as how the user when the user has entered the domain name, and how the information is gathering from the certain server and giving the information to that. We have seen that. Now we will see how this crossover cable will help. The crossover cable is helpful to communicate with only two end devices like laptop or PC. Now we will see PC to the laptop. I'm using here crossover cable. to communicate to the laptop to the PC. Now we will assign some IP address to that 92.168.10.7. Here I am giving some IP address. You have to keep the packet from the source to the destination. Now here it is in progress. Now we will check the packet is receiving to the end devices or not. We have to assign DNS server, default gateway. Here dot will assign some T.1 I'm assigning 92.168.20.1. Now we will check the packet is reaching to the laptop or not. Is telling that error because we have entered the different default subnet mask as well as entered the same we have entered the same default subway, so it is the wrong information. Now today we have discussed of different servers of Karunya server as well as DHC server. What is the useful of copper straightened cable? The copper straightened cable is used to communicate with the different types of information to communicate with the different types of PCs, and the crossover cable is used to communicate the information only to the end devices. Now when we see to access the router, we have seen that we have to go to the CLI and we have to assign the same all the fast internet as to the default default gateway to access the information to all the three PCs of the server. In the router we have assigned here the default gateway address because to communicate with the another devices another devices to communicate with the another devices to gather the information from that, but it may have the different network, but we can communicate with that, allowing the computer to communicate with another computer on a different network. We can use that. We have assigned to this all the default gateway to the one to communicate with them. Now we will check the packet how it is translating from laptop to the DHCP success. It is showing that successful. Now to check without simulation, now we can go to the laptop and we can check the command prompt, open the command, and we have to type ping 192.168.20.4. Is the information is coming from 20.4 of the server? Yes, it is replying the information from that server. Now we will check from the PC of first PC, ping 192.168.30.1 we will see is the information is gathering from that. Yes, we can see that reply from the third PC. We can so check from the second laptop, ping 192.168.2.168.10.4. When we see here the reply from that is successful. Now we will check from third laptop, is the information is gathering and communicating with that or not. We have checked the first PC. Enter the reply is coming from the three local area network is assigned to the router, and the communication is going on with that. Now when we see here the communication is blinking because the communicating is sending from one packet to the another packet with different fast ethernet and different domain names, as well as different internets and different IP address it is assigning. The useful in the DNS is we can easily search according to the user's information without IP address, but it is difficult to search with the IP address of that information. The DNS server will help the domain name, which helps the servers which he want the exact information he can search with that server. When when the server has entered corner TDU, the packet will simulate. The packet is going from the switch and to the router. To the router, it is going to Cardinal server. The user has entered. The packet is the Cardinal server has gave the information of that user. Now when we see the packet has went to the third server, DHC server, as well as Cardinal server. Before I have entered that packet to the DHCP server, now it is executing that. Now this is all about the how simulation will be done in this local area network to access and communicate the information with and communicate and gather the information from that. Now we have learned how this simulation will help, and we all don't know how this process will be done, but this is the process how the communication is being going on to the router as well as to the server, and accessing the information through the packets and giving the information according to the user's domain name. Okay, this is all about the simulation of LAN. Okay, thank you.